Welcome back to Second Monitor Sessions, the series where I just hang out, talk about whatever's on my mind, and give your second monitor something to do while you game, chill, or wind down. Today I wanted to touch on my relationship with gaming, and more specifically how streaming has changed the way I play games, for better and for worse. I don't know about you guys, but for the longest time, I had trouble beating games. I would either quit halfway through, just try it for like an hour or two, and sometimes I even got towards the end and I just dropped it for literally no reason. Games I did that with were like Red Dead Redemption 2, Witcher 3, and a lot more, to be honest. So for me personally, when I started streaming, I didn't want to be known as the guy that would just drop games constantly. I wanted to beat games, not only for content, but for myself, to really experience what it's like to dive deep back into gaming, hopefully fall in love with it again, and just fully experience a complete story. Over the last couple of years, streaming has dictated a decent portion of my life, and it pretty much controlled my gaming habits almost completely. Like, of course, I still play multiplayer games primarily offline, and I might work on a game's content like side missions and collecting little trinkets and collectibles off stream. But when I thought about gaming, I thought about streaming, I thought about content, I thought about sharing that experience with other people. Whenever I thought about a new game that I wanted to play, I would think, man, I need to play this on stream. You know, I need to make clips for this, I need to share this experience with chat, get them excited to watch me play something new or something I've never played before. That was my thought process. Not only did it affect that, but it affected how much I would play games and how I thought about them in terms of, oh, I need to make this much progress, or I need to get to a certain spot and then I can stop because I got more stuff to play soon. You know, it was always me looking forward to the next thing. It wasn't very often that I got to immerse myself in a game, really dive deep into it. There were only a few games that managed to do that for me. It was always about what's next, what's coming up, what's the new thing I can do. So gaming and I have had a rather interesting relationship for the last couple of years, that's for sure. I don't know about you guys, but I want how I approach this hobby to change. I want to play what I want to play when I want to play it. And don't get me wrong, I'm still going to make content. I'm still going to focus on trying to deliver the best product I can for you guys. But I have to be a little bit more intentional for many aspects. For example, on my stream, I was mainly just playing games. I don't think it was the most enjoyable thing. I think people liked hanging out, but it wasn't great content per se. And for me, it was kind of just diminishing how I play games. I was very one-track minded. So from now on, I'm gonna allow myself to play games off stream, really enjoy them. And it's not like I'm going off the grid. I'll still make reviews on backlog, or I'll make content after the fact. Hell, I can record content while I'm playing it and just create shorts or clips or YouTube videos, whatever, you know? And I'm aware this is a very first world problem. It's not actually an issue. This is just something to talk about. Something that's on my mind that I want to share with you guys. A way I'm actually trying to combat this is I'm building up a retro gaming corner. I'm on the hunt for a CRT TV. I'm going to start building up my physical media. And I just want to game like I used to, you know. We're always grabbing at nostalgia, at pieces of our childhood, trying to recreate memories, feelings. And I feel like that'll help. And if it doesn't, well, at least I'm trying. At least I'm attempting to make changes, because I was stuck playing games the same way and approaching things the same way for minimum of a year, probably more. And it's time. We can't wait until 2026, y'all. We have to start trying to make changes as soon as we see that they're an issue. Or if not an issue, as soon as we're not satisfied with how things are. And I don't know about you guys, but I actually put in some work towards beating games. I beat 17 games, and if you think about it, that's not a lot of games. That's barely more than once a month. But keep in mind, I did play a decent amount of multiplayer games. I played a lot of Marvel Rivals this year. I played Arc Raiders, you name it, Call of Duty Zombies, whatever. And some of the games I beat were longer ones. I played RPGs like Avowed and Final Fantasy 16. So I definitely went into this year trying to beat more games, and I accomplished that. But I find that it doesn't matter. Creating a little checklist, beating a lot of games, even if I beat 30, 40, 50 games, whatever, it's more about the feelings, more about the experience. And for me personally, it's more about enjoying myself while trying to create and capture quality content to put out for you guys. How has gaming been treating you recently? What's your relationship with it? Do you feel like it's been a good year? Have you beat a lot of games? Or does gaming not hit the same for you? Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope I kept your second monitor busy. See you next session.